Alright, officially. Y'all see me over here? My hair crazy. I just walked in. You know what I'm saying? So we on deck, but I just need to make sure that, I acclimate properly while I'm inside. I ain't even got no shirt on. My shit looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even. So I'm here. We here doing that extra row. Y'all know how I give it up already. What's popping? So look, I gotta redo my hair. I can't even look at myself on cam. Just saying. So where was we at with roll? Don't look at me. Look for what's really real. What's going on over here on screen? But you put that shit in your pocket. Put it in your pocket. I'll give you till 50. Alright, good. You already know it's Neon on deck. We here, we talking. It's the Raw. Raw was okay this week. I wasn't huge on it. I won't even say who I would think was in charge of it. I think that the best thing to say is I know who the show would have catered to more this time around. And if we're looking at it, Clear Vision, that was a show that was catered for the chairman. I think he has his ideas of, or let's say he has his vision of what these builds to these now premium live events are supposed to look like. And uh, because I've been seeing his vision for so many years, I can understand what he's getting at. Other people may disagree with it; they might not like it for their reasons because of their their time watching and their prowess and knowledge and all of that. And I do respect these things. I'm gonna have my opinion. And I feel like most people that I would come in disagreement with in regard to this, I feel like it, we would have to just find the proper context of what we're talking about. So I'm not really here to disagree. I'm not really here to agree. I'm just here sharing, what I find resonance with, whether it be the opinions of the product, which I will defend to the death, or even if I disagree with them, or even, it's, just something that we just rocking with. So, like I was saying before, battery died on my phone. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of Finn. I'm liking the direction of the new World Heavyweight Championship overall. I'm thinking that Seth is a great champion for people to, let's say it like this. I think Seth is a great champion to get that title off of the ground. Really get that thing moving and provide the prestige that we all have been waiting for so far as a representative champion of Monday Night Goes. So I'm liking it, and I'm liking what Finn is doing because it gives so many other superstars that haven't necessarily gotten that shot. Like if anybody's been on a long journey since the last time they held serious gold, it's Finn Balor. And last night, Finn snapping like that after so much time, I can appreciate it. Like I'm happy that Finn has really come into that part of himself where he's being allowed to really do that without uh negative consequence. And I'm talking like he's wild, he's going crazy on screen, and now he's got a championship opportunity and money in the bank. He's a fresh face. In my opinion, it's not necessarily the most precious of matches, but I think it's a good ass match to have between the two. So they've had a long standing rivalry for years. We was gonna do Raw, rapid fire Raw, that's what that was. But we're not gonna rapid fire this one. We gonna give a little bit of the in depth detail so far as what I've been looking at. So who do we have next? We got Ciampa coming back, taking on the Miz. I like the story they've created. I, it's gonna be interesting to see how they follow up on it. No calls, no text, no contact at all from the Miz when Ciampa was injured and on the shelf for a while, and Ciampa was seeming very, very willing to ride out with the Miz for the long haul. So for Miz to get that much love and then not even, you know, reciprocate that at all while Ciampa was down, I think that's pretty whack. Champa got a win, good. People, the ovation, all of it. I think this is good. It was the storyline that it's the storyline that we all knew we'd get to, but we were able to skip a whole bunch of Miz on TV with this guy making him look bad. And it's like I think he Champa already he still has the clout he had from NXT. He's still one of the greatest NXT champions of all time. Nobody in their right mind or no one that's aware of that has forgotten that. So him taking on the Miz on main roster, you know, Miz is somewhat of like one of the gatekeeper characters on the show. He's been like that forever. You know what I mean? Like super enhancement talent. And with no diss to the Miz, because I might be in the minority with the people that really just rock with him. Outside of some of that softness that he be doing in ring, he's a safe worker, which is a great thing. He's awesome on promo every single time. Has a hot wife, has an awesome family. I mean, come on, the accolades can go on and on. So as far as the safe work goes in ring, him in there with a go hard like Champa, I think it's perfect. I think both of them can really bounce over each other well, and I think there's enough momentum on both sides to carry each other over than what they already are. Champa got the surprise pop, so let's see in the coming weeks if that can continue. This time it was just a surprise. I want to believe in Champa, but the people gotta believe in Champa, and more importantly than the people, for now, you know, the management needs to believe in Champa. So him taking on the Miz right now, I think it's a great opening opportunity. Look what it did for AJ. Just saying, look what it did for AJ. AJ was running with Miz and Y2J back in the day when he first came in. Now just look at him. You know, he has plenty of accolades to say for himself. I think Ciampa is somewhat on that same. He's the same trajectory, though they won't go on the same path. But I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. So good on that. What else do we have? My favorite women's tag team. Katana Chance and Kaden Carter defeated Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville. I'm mad I didn't get to see it, but I'm not gonna cry about it. You know, with certain things that just can't make my TV, even though I'm sure it was worth it. You know, I want to watch, I want to see that match, but the only way I'll be able to see that match is to sit through 3 hour Raw on my phone, which I'm not necessarily against, but I don't really see where I need to right now. There's nothing going on that I am missing so far as literally building a show. Katana and Kaden got out there and was able to show off again and picked up a victory, that's exactly what I want to hear. You know what I mean? To see it, well, I wouldn't. I like Chelsea Green. I like Sonya Deville. Like I, different reasons for every one of them, but you know, Sonya goes back to tough enough for me, obviously. And man, Chelsea. Uh, Chelsea Green is when she came out on SmackDown, took on Charlotte, and then broke her hand and stuff. It's like, you know, she went through all of the sympathy, but she checked every box so fast with me. So it's like, you know what? Let's ride with it. And then y'all can't front. Some of the Karen gimmick is working so far as that TikTok goes. Some of it is a little bit, it's borderline cringe. But then outside of that, I'm actually enjoying um, what I'm experiencing. We're just watching her develop as a character. I think it's good stuff. I think it's comical. I think it's a new element that um, the people are gonna take to. Personally, I think she can go places, and then she does have a striking resemblance to someone. You know, what I mean, I can't quite put the name to right now, but yeah, I think she's great. I think that them being in there is good TV for women, good TV time. So what else we got? Indishare, Cedric Alexander, Shelton Benjamin. All right, Indishare could have just taken out a regular tag team. What are we doing with the Hurt Business? Where's Bobby Lashley? Where's MVP? What the hell happened to Omos after all that pushing? Why are we not bringing back the Hurt Business? Is this the direction that we're going in now with Indishare beating them like this? We haven't seen Omos. We haven't seen Lashley. We just now seeing Shelton and Cedric. And we did not forget that they were part of one of the more popular factions. I don't want to go racial, but I'm saying, like, there's got to be something we could do about this. Get these guys back in a faction together, man. And add Omos. Why not? It's not about ratios. It's about just power, But whatever, right? Logan Paul revealed that he'd been invited to the Money in the Bank ladder match and ignited a brawl between all of the participants. That's solid. LA Knight needs to win Money in the Bank. Io Sky needs to win Money in the Bank. If I'm not picking LA Knight, I don't really have a pick. And as far as Io, because we love Io, but then there's always Zoe in that. I'm going with Zoe, if not Io. But Io is the number one pick across the board. Everyone in the WWE Universe wants to see it. Io had such a great match. Oh my God. Recently. Who was that against Bianca? Was that against Bianca? Oh man, it was recent though, and it was a shock to everyone. No, the people that knew EO is that good were only surprised because it's like, oh my God, they're finally letting EO get in there and show off what she can do, and she went and had just an amazing match. Thank goodness. I haven't had that feeling in a women's match, and I'm talking just a regular one-on-one one, not one with like four tag teams in it, respectfully. I haven't seen something like that since her and Charlotte went at it. Well, excuse me, since Charlotte and Naomi went at it, like last January or something like that. So, um, good. Good. I'm liking the idea. Logan Paul is in Money in the Bank. Okay, cool. He's proven himself. He's proven himself a lot. I'm more interested in the women's match to be honest, but the men's match is going to be a knockdown, drag out brawl, and we know that. So hopefully everyone is safe, can remain healthy, and there's how that goes. Neo, Ludwig Kaiser, Matt Riddle, strong, strong mid to main event Carters right now. We all love Riddle. That's a little obvious. And Ludwig Kaiser, like Riddle and Marcel Bartel, sleeper top fives. Like, if I'm not going for the main faves, like the regulars, your Seths, your Romans, your Finns, your Usos, your New Days, your Solos, you know what I mean? Um, you know, I'm liking Kaiser. I'm liking Riddle. I'm liking the new. This is a new crop of talent that I'm happy to see. I'm interested in seeing more of moving forward. So they got their story going. They've got Gunther jumping in. It's not time to start thinking about Gunther losing that championship. But you do know whoever comes and gets that after the fact is gonna have to be able to match that. We need to maintain intrigue in that championship, keep it prestigious. It's already on this route. It's already back in good standing as far as being an important championship on the show goes. Now we just need to get the U.S. title to it. But man, I'm liking it. I'm liking that part. What else? Viking Raiders Alpha Academy didn't even get to see it. I'm not gonna say I won't speak on it, but there's nothing much for me to speak on. That was a match where I feel like the Alphas should have won, but then the Vikings also shouldn't be losing all the time neither. Trying to put it all together, make it make sense. Rhea Ripley unleashed a vicious attack on Natalya before their scheduled match. Oh no. Let's be clear, we all love Mommy. I think everyone in the WWE Universe loves Mommy. And me personally, I love that Mommy loves her dumb dumb. I can't even say it the way she got it. But that's a fact. So, good on them. Natty has been an, a female Miz, like a gatekeeper for the women's division for years. If we're talking backstage, that's Mother Hen. She's the queen back there in so many senses. Respectfully. When she get out there, she still gets a solid pop from the people because everyone loves Natty. But then she's been what some call a glorified jobber for some years now. We haven't seen anything serious out of Natty since her and Nikki Bella. So now she's getting beat up by this one, by Rhea, champion Rhea. either during this program between the two or directly after the program between the two, Natty needs a change. Natty needs to snap. Natty can't just continue being the enhancement babyface. I don't want that for Natty anymore. She needs to go on at least one more strong women's run as a fundamental wrestler and sports entertainer that can take out the entire division. That's what I want for Natty at this point. I've been watching Natty for years. Shouts to Tyson. Shouts to Two Paws. Still shouts to Two Paws. Because that's the only one that really matters, right? I think Natty would agree with that one. But no, I want to see Natty go on one more run. That's what I want. Rhea's going to be great. Trish Stratus defeated Raquel Rodriguez by disqualification to disqualify for the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Oh boy, to the most questionable decision, but the most obvious indicator that, you know, the chairman is clearly in the back. Well, outside of the show starting and they saying Vince is in the back. You know, like, this show was catered to him. That decision was because he has, you know, resurfaced in the company. Notice. 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 He still ain't been on screen yet. Run some of these videos back. He ain't been on screen yet, but that's enough. That's enough. Gotta hold myself back. I had to pull me back by the hair just now. You see my little strains. I ain't gonna lose none. Lose any more. I'm sick of pulling these shits out because he's around. Look, here I go again. I'm about to start losing my temper. All right. Kevin Owens being a high head on screen. We talked about that. Let's just jump to that real fast before we go back to Trish. I think they did excellent. I would nitpick one part, but I don't think it's worthy of even being spoken on. They're learning how to cook that, and it's coming along. And KO knocked that one out the park. So now that we're all aware that we have something that we should be practicing, because that is a tool for KO. And it's taken years for him to really hone in on it. And it's crazy because you could do it as a heel, but he's able to pull that shit off as a babyface, which is what we've all been trying to get out of creative for clearly over a decade. And I've only been watching for about 9 years, maybe 8. I'm going into my 9th year being back, you know, so good on them. Sammy is smoothing. I'm liking it. He's taking his time, just being an on-screen persona, and I'm liking it. I'm liking it. So finally, Sami Zayn is starting to grow on me properly instead of being forced on me. I still have my things I don't like about him aesthetically, but I'm talking just the way he wears the titles. That part doesn't matter. And I'm only saying that because I seen the way he was trying to pull off one of them when he got in the ring to go up to the title. It was just crazy. Oh, one of the moments, it was just sick. He had a lot of trouble fumbling around in the back, and it's like, oh, man. See, that's just the part I mean. But whatever. We're already 15 minutes in. Let's finally get to this Trish thing. Okay, so Trish Stratus beat Raquel Rodriguez, and what they did do, which I can appreciate, a nod to the game, if you will. Raquel Rodriguez and Rhea Ripley have had a very long-standing relationship. Backstage, off camera, we were able to learn about this back in NXT days when they had their match for the NXT Women's Championship. I thought, well, I'm gonna say I thought because I know she still has it in there. They just not letting it happen. It took me a while to really not come to grips with it, but just be okay with that part. But oh man, Raquel Gonzalez versus Rhea Ripley, man, it was a shock that Raquel even got the rocket strap to her like that in NXT, but then came to the main roster and she's dealing with all of the things that she has to deal with. I think it's just so not fair. But Rhea went through those same things. So yesterday, so on Raw, when those two got their little backstage face to face moment. I can be patient. We're gonna wait it out. And I'm feeling like I might get a little teary eyed, when they're able to finally go 1-on-1 again. Whatever. We love Raquel Rodriguez over here, for real. Just because we've seen a lot of her growth, and we've seen the story. So, like, me watching Level Up and Main Event and stuff like that now, just adding that to the rotation at certain points during the week, I'm a little sad that I didn't get to see the opportunities that were afforded to her during those times. I get to see a lot of guys and girls now, and I get to, watch them come up on their paths. I hate to call out names and not call out all of them, but there are definite faces and heels down there that I think are really, really on the way up. Like Wesley is being trusted. That's huge. I'm thinking he's doing great right now. I'm about to watch NXT. No spoilers. Shit. I'll keep it mouth shut. Um, him, the whole Dipsy thing. Dempsey with Gulak right now. Gulak has a lot of time on the main roster. I'm not mad about any of the main roster transitions. Heading down to NXT. I know it's to make things a little more interesting, for the TV audience. But shit, it's better for me. Like I'm hyped to see it all. It's a good thing. Now, I'm so mad about this church thing because I don't feel like she needs to be in that match. But we were just talking about what's going to be the most interesting thing for people, what the larger television audience would like to see. So let's go ahead and put those things on the scale. First of all, what is everyone mad at? Trish is coming on, taking away TV time from other women that are there. She's getting a match, getting a spot in a big match, one of them uh, high, higher marquee matches throughout the WWE calendar. Yeah, like, she's a legend. She's a Hall of Famer, but she's already done her thing. She's just coming back out of nowhere, and then she's not even in the ring like that wrestling every single week. If she was in the ring wrestling every week or was in some prominent storylines, I mean, she's in one of the main women's storylines right now. Outside of Katana Chance and Kaden Carter, saving the women's division in general. Well, saving the women's tag division at least. Um, I think that people are warranted in their upsetness. But the old man did come out a long time ago himself, carted his own, trotted, carted, power arm walked, whatever. He came out there and stood on stage and told everybody that it's his job to get us the biggest matches every time. I'm I like the jumble of all of the faces, all of the new faces. I'm just excited for them to get in there and create stars of themselves in that match because that's one of the, not physically, but it's one of the easier ones to get yourself over forever in with the WWE universe. Anything can happen, and it'll be that moment. Like everyone's joking about Becky and a broken nose, but look at that. Becky broke her nose, and by the end of it all, now what? The man was born, and now Becky got like 5 monikers. She's all of the things. She's in the match, which matters. And like I said, I'm interested in it. I like the way the field rounded out. So to add Trish, I'm seeing there wasn't enough interest in the match, in his opinion. That's what I'm seeing. Do I agree with that opinion? I think Trish going in the match. Mm, I think now we just have two team elements. Like we have our Raw element of the Dissension team, and